Three controversial schemes to control traffic in East London could be axed after the Mayor of Tower Hamlets won a court case. Campaigners took Lutfur Rahman to the High Court, accusing him of unlawfully trying to get rid of the low traffic neighbourhoods last year. Well, campaigners warn the decision could have wider implications for similar traffic schemes across the capital. Our political correspondent Simon Harris has more.
Rush hour in East London, and a low traffic neighbourhood has transformed the commute for cyclists and the school run for parents.
I'm quite a nervous cyclist, but I have been tempted to make more journeys on bike. I've been teaching my son how to ride his bike.
They've made a massive difference in terms of air quality around the school, but also just safety of being able to get to school. We can walk and cycle to school.
The changes that the LTN represent are a small step towards making things better and investing in the health of our children going forward.
But this LTN on Columbia Road is one of three in Tower Hamlets which looks set to be scrapped following a High Court ruling. Old Bethnal Green Road is another.
It's been peaceful, it's lovely, it's good for children, the schools, everything. Why would it want to be changed?
It kind of creates this nice community feel, you know, kids walk to school, people walk to work. It's a great thing for the community.
Campaigners fighting to save the LTN produced a before and after video to show how the street has changed. There's no doubt this scheme in Bethnal Green enjoys considerable support from local people. But scrapping LTNs was an election promise made by Tower Hamlets' controversial mayor, and he said today he had a responsibility to fulfil the democratic mandate from voters. Lutfur Rahman was once banned from standing in elections after being found guilty of electoral fraud. But in 2022, voters in Tower Hamlets put him back in charge. Pura Mia is a former Labour councillor who thinks LTNs were a major reason for Rahman's return.
The current mayor went on a manifesto pledge to remove them, and he got in by landslide. Literally was a Labour wipeout. So the proof is in the pudding in the election results.
Critics claim LTNs simply move gridlock and pollution to other streets. They're also unpopular with minicab drivers.
When they're not moving, they're not making money. This is the obvious case. And they don't have a privilege to use alternative transportation methods. They can't drop their customers with a bicycle to the airport.
Campaigners who raised tens of thousands of pounds through crowdfunding asked the High Court to declare Rahman's policy unlawful, but today they lost.
Obviously we're deeply disappointed, but we absolutely know we have to fight on because this low traffic neighbourhood is so successful. It's helping people to walk more, to ride bikes more, and it's keeping the air cleaner.
In a statement, the mayor welcomed the court ruling, saying the LTNs led to complaints about increased air pollution and negative impacts on the health of many who live on main roads, which are predominantly working class households. The campaigners say they hope to appeal the High Court's decision. Simon Harris, ITV News, Bethnal Green.
Rising bills mean budgets are tight for so many in London, including for councils. Each year, the government allocates billions of pounds to local authorities to keep essential services running, but some are worried it's not enough at a time of growing demand for services. So will residents have to pick up the bill? Here's our political correspondent, Simon Harris.
Ilford Town Centre might have seen better times, but that doesn't stop Michael taking pride in his work. He's out on the streets at 5 in the morning, and after almost 20 years, he's a familiar figure.
Plenty of people know me as well. They probably don't know me by my name, but by they look at me, I drive the machine and think a road sweeper, man. But I'm really proud to sweep the road.
So you're a bit of a star around here?
Well, to be honest, I come to be an icon now.
But Redbridge Council could now be forced to cut its street cleaning operation because of a shortage of money. It follows the government's announcement yesterday of the annual grants it gives to local authorities. Redbridge Council's big complaint is ministers don't treat London boroughs equally when it comes to allocating government cash. The council leader calculates he's facing a shortfall of £66 million.
What it means for us is that it's becoming more and more difficult to provide the services that local people deserve.
What might be cut?
We're looking at everything. We're looking at everything in terms of becoming more and more efficient, but the low-hanging fruit has gone. So we're having to look at different ways of working and providing services at different levels as well.
Oakfield Lodge is one of two old people's homes run by Redbridge, home to 68 residents. Hazel, a former window dresser, is 82. She's noticed the pressure staff are facing from ever-tightening budgets.
You can just see, you know, it's on the faces, you can see it. Well, I can. But, you know, it's just one of those things, I'm afraid.
The Home offers what it calls extra care, like taking residents to the GP, but it can no longer afford day trips.
It's definitely got a lot harder. We're trying to provide more. Obviously, we're trying to provide a quality service to people, and sometimes we then have to invariably say, no, we can't do that at this time.
Redbridge is run by Labour. The opposition Conservatives claim money is being wasted.
The leader's office is far too large. It's doubled in size in the last 10 years. There's a huge amount of waste in Redbridge. Huge amounts of money spent on equality officers who don't do a great deal, not done money spent on frontline services. They're making the wrong decisions, spending money in the wrong places.
Will council tax have to go up?
I think it's inevitable that we're going to see council tax across the country go up.
Across London, the boroughs reckon the government's latest allocation of money leaves them £500 million short of what they need. Simon Harris, ITV News, Ilford.